Hi guys, good evening and thanks for joining. Sorry guys, yesterday I did not take the class because I'm a little bit sick today also. But okay, we'll continue. So what is the agenda for today class? So first I will explain about Nmap tool. After that we'll go to static IP. After that, whatever we identify the drawbacks in the static IP. So how we can eliminate using dynamic IP, that is nothing but DHCP server. Okay, so hope I will complete this particular task today. Let's see. Let's start now. So as I said, I given already one of the tasks to you. So please download one of the Nmap tool to each and every person and you can install in your laptop. So I will try to show once again Nmap tool. Sorry guys, I forgot to record. Sorry, I recorded here. So I will click on download here. So obviously everyone will use either laptop or else workstation or desktop. Very few people they will use maybe MacBook. Whoever is using MacBook, they can then you can go and you can install Mac. Otherwise, you can use Windows. Click on Windows. And you can download, and this is for Linux, you can see here. And this is the installer for the Windows 7.95. So latest version of Nmap tool. What is latest version of the Wireshark? What is latest version of Wireshark? What is the latest version of Wireshark? Am I audible by the way? Hello.
Yes, okay.
So
Oh,
Kishore,
fine. Bro.
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So what is the latest version of Wireshark? I know you forgot.
So 4.2.
Yeah. So yeah, always whenever you are learning about any tool, please remember that. So whatever version it is using, that may be SIM tool or else EDR tool or firewall or proxy or any open source tools as well. Why? Because if they want to judge you whether really you are a fake or original or real, so obviously they will ask about model number of the tool you are using and also what is the software version you are using. So this is a mandatory. Whatever tools you are keeping in your resume, you have to remember all those versions that may be related to software, that may be related to hardware. Okay. So 7.9.5. Yeah, thank you so much, Sudhir. It's a 4.2.6, that is Wireshark. Coming back to our Nmap tool, it's a 7.95. So I already given here. So I will download here. I think it's already downloaded. So Nmap is also called Genmap, and the symbol for Nmap you can see here in the Google. It's like I. So in the Wikipedia, they will give Nmap is like I. So what is mean by this one? Continuously, it will scan and it will identify is there any issues or existing part of the port and what type of applications are running and what type of the process are running and whatever services are running on each and every port. So that is the importance of the Nmap tool. Full form of Nmap is nothing but network mapper. It's one of the Kali Linux tool as well. So now I will go and I will install this particular tool. So wherever it is downloaded, I will click on this particular tool and click on yes. I agree. Next, next. It is installing in my laptop right now. I agree. Install. You can see here it's I. It's I is nothing but it's like a Nmap also. Nmap is also called Nmap. Basically, why it is representing I? It's for visibility purpose. Uh, Mainly, it is nothing but recon selection of the target, or else initial access of the attacker, whatever he wants to try to target the respective targeted machine. That may be end user system, that may be laptop or the MacBook or workstation or desktop or database server or application server, or maybe any cloud or any application. So that is basically Nmap or Genmap. Yes, detecting and monitoring. That's correct. So I'll complete finish now. Next, next, and finish. So I completed now installing of the Nmap in my tool, in my laptop, sorry, in my laptop. Let's go and try with Nmap. So that's what I'm saying. So Nmap in Kali Linux, you have to remember the commands. But on the other hand, if you are installing Nmap through Windows, there is no need to remember any commands. If you are going for vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, part of the application security, they will ask even commands as well. So how can you do port scanning for the ping scan or discovery scan, representative scan, full scan, and so on? Okay, for the SOC related operations, they will not expect anything from the command oriented point of view. Okay, so you can see Nmap hyphen Genmap, both are same. Why I is representing visibility. So nothing but detecting as well as monitoring purpose we can use. As from the attacker point of view or threat actor or adversary point of view, as per cyber kill chain process and also as per Mitre attack framework, it is like a recon or else initial access. So how to identify the selection of the target? Once we are doing the selection of the target, then only we can do the compromise, correct?
Yes, yes.
So that is the way how the attacker can do the selection of the target. So based on the, so these port scanning capability or vulnerability scanning capability or active scanning capability as per Mitre attack framework. So now I'll open this particular app. So this is our Nmap tool. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Apple.
Yeah.
Okay. So now target, you can give either IP address or else you can give host name as well. Every system or every computer, every device has a fully qualified domain name that is called FQDN, or else we can also call it as a system name or else computer name or else host name. Either you can give this host name or else even you can give IP address of the respective targeted system. For example, so here I will give now, so Google public DNS. So public DNS always will start with public IP. So what is the Google public DNS is
A dot
8.8.8.8. Yeah, so this is the public DNS. Why always we have to use only Google? Why not Yahoo? Because Google, they already, okay, so disclosed their public DNS IP address. If you want to do firewall troubleshooting, network IDS, network IPs troubleshooting, or proxies troubleshooting, or any tool troubleshooting, 99% of the cases we can test using public DNS of the Google only. Whether can we access from our device to Google or not. So directly, otherwise, instead of the 8.8.8.8, we can give also google.com. So this is also fine. So previously I provided the IP address. Now I provide the host name or else fully qualified domain name or else system name or computer name of the public DNS. So our wish, either we can go with either IP address or else host name or domain name or fully qualified domain name or system name or computer name. Okay, let's go and start now. After giving the google.com here now, there are a lot of drop in the drop down list of the Nmap tool. So many scans are there. One is intense scan. One is intense scan plus UDP. Nothing but like a video streaming and online streaming or real-time streaming and so on. Next one is intense scan plus TCP ports. Intense scan without any ping, like without any ICMP protocol, message related or service oriented part. Ping scan, quick scan, and also quick scan plus regular scan. So slow and comprehensive scan. So these are all the different types of scans are provided by Nmap tool. Okay. So first we can go with the basic, no, basic one. Example, ping scan. Ping is nothing but it can provide the whether opposite device is up or not, whether it is active or inactive, or whether it is online or offline. So what is meant by opposite device is up or down or active or inactive or online or offline. So meaning here, whatever system we are trying to access, whether is active. So for example, now we can go prior to this particular scan with manual way. I can go and I can check google.com from my system it is accessible or not. So I can go and I can verify through this one in GUI and also through command line interface and also through Nmap. Total 3 ways I will verify now. I'm repeating once again. I will verify can I access google.com from my laptop through GUI or GUI, graphical user interface. Second one is command line interface. Third one is through automated tool, that is nothing but Nmap. Is it clear so far?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when
Yes, sir.
so now I can go and I can try with google.com here. Is it opened or not? Is it opened or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 What is this one is called as?
Search engine based.
GUI, graphical user interface. It's a search engine over right. It's a graphical user interface. Now I will go through command line interface CLI. So ping google.com. Whether response is coming back or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is coming back from my laptop through command line interface. You can see here reply from 142, 250, 146, 174. It's one of the public gateway. I'm not sure what is the public gateway. And also byte sent 32 because it's a IPv4 we are using. Time sent the packet is 20 milliseconds. Time to live. So already we discussed about IP packet. IP packet contains the IP header version and also it is contains the internet header length and also it contains the IP flags and also it contains time to live. I can go and I can re-verify once again. IP packet structure. So this is what I'm referring now. IP packet contains IP version, internet header length, type of service, total length of the packet. So identification of the IP packet, flags of the IP packet, fragments of offset, time to live TTL. So time to live protocol, whether it is a TCP or UDP, header checksum, source IP, destination IP, and finally, so our message or else we can get a piece of the written code. Overall, we can call it as IP packet. Okay. So this is IP packet. Now go back to our CLI command line interface. So whenever I'm pinging google.com, it will use ICMP protocol. It doesn't contain any port number, only it is a service. So that particular service we can represent using type 0 to type 9. Type 0 is a destination is reachable, type 1 is nothing but destination is unreachable. In such a way, we have total 9 type of different types of messages. So coming back to here, first packet it has to send it has taken 20 milliseconds and TTL is 118. Second packet from my laptop, it has to reach to Google. it took approximate 23 milliseconds and time to live is 180 once again. So reply from respective google.com. So it has taken 25 milliseconds, part of the bytes, whatever I transferred in the IP packets, 118, and a reply from respective google.com. So 32, and once again, it is 85 milliseconds. Time to live is 118. So now what I want to try to say here, through command line interface also, I'm able to access Google. Okay. Now, how we can say that can we access or not? Whenever we are response is coming back, and also we are getting packet sent are 4, received are 4, last percentage. How much last percentage here?
0.
Yes, 0.
Yeah, 4 minus 4 by 4 into 100%. Obviously, it is 0%. I send 4 packets from my laptop to google.com, and finally I got the information stating that you did not lose any packets. Meaning what? So whatever packets I sent, Google is received and it is responded back. There is no packet loss, there is no latency, there is no jitter, and so on. So that is mean by this one. Okay. Now minimum time is 20 milliseconds based on this one, and maximum is 85 milliseconds on an average. Minimum plus maximum by 2, that is nothing but 38 milliseconds. Okay. So now here we are able to access through command line interface also. So our google.com. So that is second one. One is through graphical user interface. Second one through command line interface. Now we are using Nmap or Nmap tool to see whether Google can be accessed or not through automated way. We can go back to our Nmap tool. So I given google.com is our selection of the target, or host name, or fully qualified domain name. I used ping command and click on scan. Now scanning has started, and it will say whether from my laptop, whatever google.com I'm opening, whether it is up or down, or active or inactive, or else online or offline. Now go and read this one through manual way. So replying from ICMP 7.9.5, starting from Nmap 7.9.5, that is the version of the tool, and we given nmap.org and our standard time zone, India times. Right now wherever we are a part of the India. So India standard time zone, that is 648, and also Nmap scan reports google.com, that is the public gateway, and also host latency is 32 seconds only, and the other google.com. And most importantly, you can see here Nmap done, one IP address, one host is up. So this is what you have to remember, last one. So what is mean by this one? Whatever I accessed through Nmap or Genmap tool, host is up. Host is up meaning here from my laptop, whenever I am accessing google.com, I can accessible. And also I can access through that particular fully qualified domain name or IP address or public DNS. This is the conclusion. Okay. Now we can go and you can see this particular google.com through which port it is running, and also what is the service against it is running, or application it is running, or process it is running. We defined already yesterday itself. There are two different types of definitions. Those two definitions are port and protocol. Okay. So what is the definition of the port? It is a number it can provide. What is the service or application, or else so service process it is running against the port protocol. And what is the protocol? It is a rule or regulation and it will provide protocol against what service it is running, what application it is running, what service it is running. So this is theoretical way we discussed. Now we can go and we can verify practical way whatever we discussed, it is matching to practical our Nmap tool or not. Is it clear or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now go back to our Nmap tool. I will click on ports and host. So here google.com under topology, you can see here topology, local host. So I said the loopback address. Loopback address, it will always represent it's a loop within the system itself. In our case, Nmap tool right now, it is using loopback address is 127.0.0.1. And it is reachable to google.com. This is the particular IP address of the google.com. Okay. And host details you can see here. So host stats, it is up, nothing but google.com, it's up. And also you can see here addresses of the public DNS of the Google from my particular ISP router, whatever I'm using, part of the Act Fiber Net. Okay, is 142, 250, 196, 174. Maybe in your case, maybe it is different. Name of the host name is google.com. And so you can see here type. Under the type, you can see PTR. What is mean a PTR? It's a reverse pointer. Reverse point. I'm repeating once again. Reverse pointer. So what is the target I given here now? What is the target I given here?
Google.
Yeah.
Google.com.
What is the address we are getting?
142.250.196.17.
Exactly. What is meant by that one? It is converting domain name into
Into IP address.
that particular record. We can call it as a PTR, reverse pointer. It is one
So
of the
that
DNS. It's
that
one of the
means that means this IP if you give also will get the same details.
no. We'll get in the opposite way. That is
That
a
is not.
record. Yeah, that is a record.
Okay.
Okay, is it clear? So now, so PTR record is a reverse point recorder. It will convert respect to domain name into IP address. Okay, now we can give scans here. Whatever scan I'm running. If I'm running multiple scans, we can see more than one here. So now I can go and I can change the drop down list here. Now what is the command in if you are using Linux part? If I'm using Linux part, what is the command?
Nmap-sn google.com.
Exactly. If you are going for penetration testing vacancy part of the platform security or infrastructure security, they will ask this question. So how can you scan Nmap tool using Kali Linux or Metasploit? What is the command? That is not for SOC. That is for application security. Under application security, once again, penetration testing part. Okay, you have to remember, if you are going for application security vacancy, this particular command as well. Okay, so because Kali Linux is not a graphical user interface or user friendly, everything we have to enter through command. So if we are running the same scan through Kali Linux, what is the command we have to give? Nmap space sn space google.com. Then only we will get the respective results. So that is about ping scan. Why we are not able to see what is the port number, what is the protocol, what is state it is running. Why? Because I given only ping, whether I'm able to see whatever I'm giving, whether it is active or inactive or up or down or online or offline only. I don't know about in-depth analysis. Let's go and try in-depth analysis of the google.com from my laptop. So for that one, I will choose like intense scan. It will take some time. Okay. So now, as a security analyst, you have to verify everything. Okay. So here, starting from Nmap tool 7.95, from this India standard time zone, that is nothing but 656. And also here, it has taken 157 scripts to run backend. And also it is pre-scanning and also post-scanning. And there are 4 ports are opened. So all those analysis we have to do manual way. Tool is giving everything is automated way. Now we have to go and we have to verify by reading this one and we have to understand. For this one, maybe it will use TCP three-way handshake in between my laptop to backend Google server. It will use TCP two-way handshake. It will use TCP five-way handshake. And also it will use ICMP protocol. All those backend mechanism as per OSLAS it will use. Okay. Now go on to ports and scan, ports and host. Still it is not able to give the respective google.com. So DNS, yeah, we are able to see. So port number 80. What is port number 80?
HTTP.
And what is port number 443?
HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Yes. Nothing but Google is running via through 443 and Google also running via 80. But when you are going on, when you are discussing about google.com, which is the port number we are using here?
HTTPS.
What is
440.
the port number? And why it is showing Nmap tool is of 80 and also for 43? What is the reason? See here two contradictory sentences. So when I am opening here, so respect to Google is showing as a HTTPS connection is secure. It is using SSL TLS certificates. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
But when I'm running the Nmap tool, but it is running google.com via two port numbers. One is 80 and 443. What is the reason? What they have done? Yeah, I will explain this one. What they have done in the google.com, they are using one of the firewall. In that firewall, whatever HTTP request it is coming through proxy, it has to redirect from that port number 80 to 443. So they integrate with proxy and firewall in their google.com in the California location. So meaning what? Whatever HTTP connection, even though we are getting, it has to redirect to which one? Redirect to which one? HTTPS. If you want to show practically, then only you will understand. I know. I have to go to FortiGate firewall demo. Sorry, not this is the one. Too much I am lagging, I think. So I will accept here. I'll give demo. Click on login button.
Is it something like we have to create a rule for this?
Not rule, through GUI, graphical user interface, correct? So we have to make sure that redirection part, redirection can be implemented by backend development team, and we have to propose that one.
Okay.
So you can see admin status, something like that, or settings. So demo. So we are integrating with the NTP server. You can see here, this is the perfect one. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Administrator setting HTTP port number 80, but redirected to, what is the port number they given?
Yes.
443. It is matching to our practical scenario or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is the reason. So even though we are axing, I mean, Nmap tool is showing as our DNS host name is port number 80. That doesn't mean that Google doesn't have the SSL/TLS certificates in their firewall, whatever they are using. That may Palo Alto or Portigate or SonicWall or maybe, okay, so Cisco ASA firewall, War WatchGuard or maybe CyberROM. All these are firewalls. So what they will create, same thing they will create. Administration settings, HTTP port number always in our end user or else network security team they want to try to access, it has to redirect to HTTPS only, nothing but 443. So nothing but it is supporting two protocols, but which one we will prefer?
Second one.
Second one, obviously. So that is the reason our Nmap tool is showing as 80. That doesn't mean that Google doesn't have the any SSL TLS certificates. Is it clear or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we can go and we can discuss about. Now we can go and we can discuss about. So what is meant by port and what is meant by protocol? So what is meant by port? Port is nothing but it's a number and it will provide. So what type of service or application or process it is running in between peer to peer. So now go back to that particular definition, whatever I defined three theoretical way and check with that one. So port is a number and it will define as a what is the service or application or process it is running against TCP or UDP. It is matching or not?
Yes.
So that is port. And what is the protocol? Protocol can be used for communication purpose in between two devices as a rules and regulations, and it will explain about what type of service it is running on. What is the type of service it is running on? Either HTTP or HTTPS.
HTTPS.
Yeah, that is what we define theoretical way. Now same thing it is matching to practical. Any doubt in this one?
No.
There is no need to buy at anything. Everything it's a tool oriented only, but you should think out of the box. You should think about, okay, so how the tool will work, how the manual way of the analysis we have to do. That's all. Okay, so whatever we discussed part of theoretical way, now it is matching to the practical scenario. So that is the way how we can think. Now we can go and we can discuss about slow and comprehensive scans as well. But for this one, it will take couple of minutes. It will take around 10 to 15 minutes in between. If you want to complete slow comprehensive scans, how many routes are there in between my laptop to Google server, which is the routing protocol it is using. Sorry guys, whether it is RIP or AGRP or OSPF or BGP or static route or dynamic route, how many hops are there or how many routers are there in between my laptop to respect to target machine, everything it will provide if you are mentioning about slow comprehensive scan. So for slow comprehensive scan, if I'm selecting that one, this is the command you have to remember. If you are going for Kali Linux or Metasploit, vulnerability assessment and pen test interview, they can expect this particular command. As a person, will you remember this command?
So difficult.
Exactly. Exactly, it's a very difficult. It's a very difficult, so difficult. Which one is the user friendly now? Command line interface or graphical user interface?
GUI.
Exactly.
Graphical interface.
That is what you have to understand. But if you are going for practically VAPT side, this is what they will expect. So how can you do ping scan at least? You have to remember that command. For VAPT only, not for SOC or not for blue team or not for cyber security SOC operation. I am specifically mentioning application security vacancy through blue team, not blue team, red team, or penetration testing capability or enumeration or exploitation techniques. Okay. What is SN means here? It's like a network basically, Pawan. So that full form is like a service and network. Yeah, please, Priyanka.
So basically, you told about intensive scan, right?
Yeah.
So what all the details will get it over there?
Intense scan, it will give about what the latency, whether host is up or down, and how much time it will take, whether reachable or not reachable, how many routers are there, and what is the information about in between source and destination.
So basically, this is like an aggressive scan which we use in Linux, right?
See, that's what I said. If you are using for Windows, we can use directly in this way.
Okay.
But if you are using for Linux, it will give the full, both ways we can use. So, but yeah, here intense.
My confusion is basically here there are few more added arguments in this.
Yes.
So that is what I was confused. So I was asking you.
Yeah.
So basically,
Mm.
intense we have hyphen A for aggressive scan and followed by what is the target.
Correct.
Here we have given time one, it's 4, aggressive and version also along with this.
Correct. So here it will represent not only about how many ports are, you can see 65,535. What do you mean by this one? How many ports are there for every system?
Total.
So total aggressive. So here it will represent about the host name of the respective target mission. Meaning here, whenever you run a scan, it will run against all those and it will provide. So is there any port number is open, service it is running, application it is running, or process it is running, and additionally it will provide about what are the ports are opening, and also it will provide about in between the local host to the respective target mission, what is the DNS record it is using. So that it will give intent scan.
Okay. And one more thing is we can use the maximum time one as T4, right? Not the T5.
No, maximum we can use the T4, yes.
Okay. So what is the reason for it?
So because every IP packet, it contains the 3600 maximum length of the, it will acceptable only 3600. That 3600 packets we can represent using only T4, not 235, T5, sorry. That is called protocol data unit, I said, right?
Right.
So yeah, so data format is always we can represent either through data format or else protocol data unit. Any packet we can represent maximum is a T4 only.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is about overall in-depth analysis. What is the task I'm making right now? Please scan YouTube, please scan Facebook, please scan Instagram, or please scan Gmail, or please scan Yahoo Mail. Using multiple scans, whatever you do like, using these scans, and let me know and provide the results tomorrow.
Sorry to disturb. One more thing I have. Can we, take this download of this dump?
What is the?
I mean, when we got the result, right? Can we download this?
We can, I don't think so. We can download this one. I'm not sure about that one. It's a very good question because I never downloaded. I don't think so.
I think we can copy it. I know it, but can we download this?
No, we can't download this one.
Okay, fine. So because you asked for the task, right? So that is the reason I was asking.
Just you can give the total results. what is the
Okay.
port number it's open and what is the service it is running. That's more than sufficient for me.
Okay.
Clear?
Right.
Yeah, thank you so very much for asking the logical oriented of the questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
if you change the profile type of scan,
If you change the profile,
the type of scan,
hmm.
it is changing simultaneously in the command line.
Yes, it is right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is the way tool is developed. That's what I'm saying. If you are changing the respective profile, automatically command line interface, it will be changed. So if you are going for, that's what I said. If you are going for VAPT vacancy related to application security, they will expect even command as well, by the by. So, but if you are going for blue team or SOC vacancies, they will not expect anything. Why will use Nmap tool? What is the importance of the Nmap tool? That is more than sufficient. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, what about that value HTTP and HTTPS? It will also change when we open. Every time when we open, it will also change.
No, it depends on the whatever public DNS of the configuration, whatever they have done their firewall side. So it doesn't mean that, see, for example, in the FortiGate firewall, they given the redirection as 8443. Maybe Instagram, maybe directly they will access through only 443. They don't give any redirection part.
That's okay. If you open Google after 1 hour, it will also
Yeah, it
change
will
the
show same
value.
thing. It will show same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here I want to clarify one more thing here. So whatever configuration they have done the firewall side, if I don't want to configure this one as 8 and 443, whenever any request will come via always 8 and 443, it has to redirect. No. So I don't want to enable this one. I can disable directly. I will accept only 443.
Yeah, sir. Okay.
Clear?
So previously the browser, old version of the browser supports only HTTP, but not S. When they developed HTTPS, the port number has been changed.
Exactly.
Updated.
That's correct. That's right. Exactly.
The Firefox or some Safari old versions, they supported this
80 as well.
80. Yeah.
Yes, yes. You are right. So that's all about Nmap tool. And what is the task I'm giving to you? What is the task I'm giving to you guys? Please, please scan any of public websites. Why? Because you are not a part of any organization and you don't have any lab environment and you are not a part of internal any organization. And so you can scan any of the public websites or public domains or host names, at least 2 or 3, whatever you like. I given already examples like Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or Gmail or Facebook, whatever it may be, and you can provide the results for tomorrow class. Is that be okay?
Yes.
Sure. And are we okay to scan everything, right? For public domains.
Yes, if you want, you can. You are a part of any internal organizations, that's okay for me. But you have to install Nmap tool in your personal, I mean, your office provided laptop, but they will identify who is doing what.
Yeah. No, I'm asking for the public domains like
Yeah,
Google or
public
Facebook.
domain, anything, whatever you like. That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, that's all about overall Nmap tool. It's about port scanning tool. In the resume, you can keep Nmap tool as well. Okay. So we can move to next topic.
Sir, sorry to say one thing. Hello.
Yeah, please.
So this Nmap, the Google has given a permission to Nmap application to access their all the information, right? That means this Nmap tool is one of the DNS associated to the Google. Is it
Yeah,
right?
Nmap is able to access through port number 80 and port number 443 via legacy and also via new browser. Both the ways we can access. That doesn't mean that Facebook will give the same access or Instagram will give the same access and so on. That's what I said. So you can go and you can scan it and you can see whatever the port numbers you are able to see it.
That means this Nmap is, I mean, associated with our loopback address. That means our
Exactly.
laptop.
Obviously, our loopback address or laptop only. Yeah.
That means this Nmap is that will be installed in the DNS of the Google. It might be.
There is no need to deploy in our Google. So in our laptop, for example, you are not able to access to the google.com website. Can you access to the Nmap tool via ping scan?
Nmap tool via ping scan.
No, sir.
Obviously, no.
Yes.
In case your personal laptop doesn't contain any internet, can you access to google.com?
No, it's not possible.
No.
Yeah, same thing. So nothing but they will give access to public DNS. So via port number 80 or 443. So that doesn't mean that same. Okay, so each and every customer, whatever they are configuring via proxy, whatever it is requesting, it will accept legacy port number and also so SSL TLS or port number 443, they will define in their firewall. So whatever we are accessing is completely public DNS of the respective company only. Clear?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. So that's all about overall Nmap tool, guys. And so please go and scan couple of websites or couple of domains or couple of IP addresses. And please let me know about the scan results for tomorrow class. It's not only for one or two members like Ravi or Priyanka or Sudhir or Josna or Reshma or whoever it may be. Okay.
So RK, one more small doubt I have. Basically, we have seen the scripts, right? Even that is not necessary in this for software.
Not necessary. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah, next one is static IP. And static IP is mainly for the, already static is nothing but fixed IP. And we will give this fixed IP only for these servers. Why not end user system, anyone? Why will you always static IPs to only servers or databases or web servers? Why not end user system?
It's a continuously running, so we can't change those.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever any upgrade it will happen, reboot it will appear. Whenever any reboot it will appear based on the confidentiality, integrity, availability, which issue will occur.
Availability.
Exactly. Availability issue will occur. So that is the reason always we should not change fixed IP to our servers and database. So because these servers and database can be accessed from multiple people or multiple resources or multiple clients or multiple end users in the organization level. So that is the reason fixed IP always will give to respective servers or maybe databases or maybe any web servers or app servers. So, but on the other hand, end user system is not a constant in nature. Why? Because maybe he can access anywhere from all over the worldwide. Maybe he can access from the KFC, he can access from the McDonald's, he can access from the Cave Coffee Day, he can access from the office location, he can access from the home location, and so on. So if you are giving the same fixed IP, always we have to define the primary DNS and secondary DNS, and we are not sure what is the IP we are giving, and there are a lot of conflicts of the IP address it will appear, and also DNS registration will not happen properly. And also one more thing, we have to always access through VPN. That is the reason whatever drawbacks are there in the static IP, we can go and we can eliminate through DHCP server. Okay. So now coming back here, static IP, it's a fixed IP. Assigned to each and every system. So example, laptop or MacBook or server or database or extra. So that is about static IP. Now, what are the drawbacks are there in the static IP? So first thing is, if you don't do the LAN segmentation and everything you are maintaining through Excel sheets and everything data inventory or database, so lot of complications it will occur. Which IP sent to what type of system and who is the user, whether it is the end user system or else database or server. Lot of complications. So database issues related to inventory. Very importantly, any guess?
Allocation issues.
Allocation issues. That's perfect. Any other?
IP conflict.
Exactly. IP conflicts are
time consuming.
no. IP collisions will occur. So IP conflict also called as IP collisions. Why? Because if I listen same IP to two different types of systems, what will happen? As it will accept.
No.
That is called IP conflict or IP collisions. Next one, as you mentioned, you are right. Time consuming. Why it is time consuming?
Separately one-to-one alert.
Because it is a manual process.
Enterprise level charging.
Yeah, if it is 10 members of the, for example, maybe I open one of the cafeteria, not cafeteria, forget about cafeteria, internet, cyber cave. In cyber cave or internet or Xerox shop, how many systems will be there? In cyber cave or internet or any internet shop, how many systems will be there? Maximum
10 to 15, 20.
10 to 15. For that one, whether I have to purchase DHCP server?
No need.
No need, exactly. Because for 10 systems, I can go and I can allocate IP address manual way. It's not like 10,000 users or 1 million users or maybe 100K users or 10K users. You're very less number of people.
Large number of hosts. right?
Exactly. Wherever the large number of the hosts or end users are deployed, those places allocating the IP address and also maintaining the database and also uh, reducing the IP conflicts or collisions. So it will take longer time. So that is the reason we can go and we can assign the IP address automatic way. That automatic way of the IP address allocation can be done by via
DHCP.
exactly allocation of IP address challenges, complicated and also difficult. Not only that one more. From the price point of view, anyone take example TCS or Infosys or Wipro or State Bank of India or HDFC Bank or Apollo Hospitals. If we're assigning the IP address manual way, what is the price point of view? Additional cost is involved.
Huge cost will be there for this if at all we want to.
No, what is the additional cost? If you want to allocate IP address manual way for all these mentioned I mean companies, whatever just now I said, like TCS or Infosys or Wipro or Apollo hospitals or State Bank of India or Yashoda hospitals and so on.
Setup and configuration issue.
Dedicatedly,
Access points.
So,
no, dedicatedly one of the person is required.
Okay.
Dedicatedly one of the,
system admin or something.
exactly, that's correct. Dedicated one of the human being is required. Human being I will not keep, human intervention. Or network admin is required. For that one, how much we have to pay? Per month? maybe 50,000 or 60,000, whatever it may be. So to eliminate all these drawbacks, whatever is a part of the static IP, what we have to do?
Use DHCP.
Exactly, DHCP server. So DHCP server, full form is
Dynamic host configuration.
dynamic host config protocol, or DHCP server. So what this one will do, it will allocate IP address automatically without human intervention or admin for least time to either connecting via LAN or else Wi-Fi, using which process?
Dora.
Using DORA
Dora
process.
Dora
process.
process.
Dora process.
Yeah, so that is called DHCP. So it's not a permanent one. It is a lease time. Lease is nothing but always, already. In Telugu, we can call it as a, what is lease?
Temporarily.
Yeah, whatever. So temporarily we can assign that IP address for not for permanent way. So we can assign this DHCP IP address, and so that is specific time period only. Okay. So now how I can explain the practical way? I will go and I will explain in the practical way. So how this particular DHCP will work? For that one, I will go to draw.io. Who is here? Client or end user? What about here?
DHCP server.
Server. So I will ask pinpoint Bhavani. Bhavani, are you there? Sorry to pinpoint you by the way. Bhavani. Srinu Pantangi.
Yes, sir.
What is the port number of DHCP server? What is the port number of DHCP?
Sir,
Yeah, please, Bhavani.
25, sir.
25. Are you sure? Mr. Ashok Jinjunuru? Manikanta?
67, 68.
From 67 which side and 68 which side?
67 is
67 which side? Give practical scenario. Now I don't want theoretical way. Anyway, I will take coming Monday, coming Saturday and Sunday. So interviews by the way. Did you remember that one? I said like I will take mark and test. Did you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So whoever is interested, just ping me in WhatsApp. Okay, so I don't want to pause you because couple of people will not accept this one. Whoever is interested only, I will create a new WhatsApp group. So then you can ping me and I will allocate some time for 15 minutes. So far, whatever topics we are going to complete by Thursday or Friday, for those topics, I will take mock interviews.
Sure. Thank you.
Mr. Manikanta, you are saying something.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Mr. Bodapatla Vamshi.
Yes, sir.
What is the port number for DHCP server?
I think 67 is client side or 68 is DHCP server side.
No, 67 for server, 68 for client.
67?
67 for server, 68 for client.
Are you sure?
I guess. Yeah, sir.
No, that is wrong. Whatever Vamshi said is correct. So now, what will happen here? So in between here, in between DHCP server to DHCP client, first thing is a discovery. So now, this discovery is, I will ask back. Today is like a generic discussion. I think that's better. Mr. Chanti John. Who is Chanti? What is that? Chant John. Who is that Chant John? Mr. Chiranjeevi Rao. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, we can.
Mr. Chiranjeevi. Divya. Geetik. Or Geetik. What is that? What is his name? He or she, I'm not sure. Geetik Etra Party. Yeah, Geetik, please. So discovery side, which request it will send DHCP client?
If we research,
Which request it will send Geetik? Mr. Gopi.
Synchronization.
Synchronization. Are you sure? No, that is wrong. Mr. Kishore Iranki.
Yes. You send the Discord message to get the IP address.
Which request it will send from client to server?
Communication request.
Which communication request, Gopi?
Server to client. First of all, server communicated for the client, right?
Broadcast request. So it will send broadcast.
Server.
Yeah, server to, yeah, that may be, yeah, maybe your thinking is different and my thinking is, this is the way how the interview will be. Maybe you will think something else and the interview will ask something else and you think like your point of view is correct and I will think maybe your point of view is wrong. Clear? So that is the way. So you should be aware of these basics as well. So client will request broadcast request to DHCP server. Not only DHCP server, by the way, not only DHCP server, but also it will send a discovery request to all the network devices, whoever it is connected. That may be DNS or Active Directory or domain controller or router or switch or load balancer or firewall or proxy or EDR tool and so on. Then who will respond back? Server. Which server will respond back?
DHCP.
DHCP server.
Exactly. DHCP server will respond back. That's correct. Don't think like whatever we'll say you is the correct answer. Maybe in the interview point of maybe you are wrong. From your opinion, maybe you are right. So that is that's why people think like I have done very nicely interview, but why I did not select? Maybe interviewer experiences may be different, and your experience may be different, and my experience may be different. At least if you are able to manage 60 to 70%, whatever interviewer expecting, you can crack the interview. 1000% with return I can give because I am in the interview panel, by the way. Okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
This client broadcast, I mean, it will send a discovery request, right? But this client is an end user. It is not a switch to broadcast. It is only a end user. Might be a laptop or something. Then how
No.
it will? Yeah, sure. How it will broadcast?
That's what I said. First request where it will go in the network architecture diagram. First request in the network architecture diagram where it will go, and Mr. Pandangi Srinu, please your switch off your video, sorry.
Arkan, tell me. Hello, Anna.
Mr. Ravi, I am asking you one of the question. In the network architecture diagram, where the first request whenever any client will respond or request?
To switch.
Which switch? Same thing.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, I got it. Just means I thought that it's an end user. It may be.
No.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So discovery request. Now what? Whenever any discovery broadcast request it is sending by DHCP client, now DHCP server will respond back with offer. So DORA, what is WO? Offer. So here it will say like, I am the DHCP server. How can I help you, Mr. Ravi or Mr. X or Mr. Y or Mr. Client? Now, what client will respond back? I need one of the IP address for my communication purpose, for data transfer, to access any website, to access any server, to transfer the money, to send an email, to send an WhatsApp message. What is that is called as? Request.
Request.
Finally, what DHCP server will do?
Acknowledgement.
Yes, please go ahead and also it will complete TCP three-way handshake, and finally it will give a specific time only, not for full time or permanently. So for lifelong, only for specific lease time. So that lease time is called as a rental time as well. But don't say rental time, it's a lease time. Acknowledgement. So this is the way discovery, offer, request, and acknowledgement using DORA process whenever end user is requesting any IP address through via, what are the ways, guys? What are the ways end user will request? What are the ways end user will request? Did you request anytime after going to office, I need IP address? It's a back-end process. From front end we can't see. Through either LAN or else Wi-Fi. Wireless or Wi-Fi. So this is called overall DORA process, guys. Okay. So how we can say in the practical way, whenever any end user or client is sending the discovery request, that request will go to all the network devices it is connecting the entire LAN. or office or data center, and DHCP server will respond back with offer as stating that I am the DHCP server. So how can I help you? So now client will request either IP address using LAN or maybe through wireless. Now DHCP server will validate what is the empty free slot is available. Whatever empty free slot is available, that particular IP address can be assigned to that particular client or end user for specific time period. That particular time period we can call it as lead time. So finally, client will respond back an acknowledgement stating that thank you so very much. So this is the way this is the way how the IP address allocated automatically using DORA process. Okay. So that's all about overall DHCP server. DHCP server allocation can be done by network admin guy or Windows admin guy or sysadmin guy in the organization side. Okay. Clear? So it depends on what type of company you are selecting. Whether you are selecting for startup company or whether you're selecting for multinational companies or whether you're selecting for product-based company depends. If it's startup company, one person has to take care of everything like Active Directory or DNS or even network engineering capability as well. But you are selecting for multinational companies like a service and consulting company dedicated to DHCP and also DNS and the network admin configuration like a routing and switching can be taken care by one person. It depends. I can't give promise or commitment stating that this is the way how the rules look like. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So that's all guys. That's all for today. So we'll continue DNS tomorrow. And it's one of the very, very important topic. Please don't skip DNS server. Why? Because I will explain about DNS server. Not only DNS server, I will explain about couple of DNS records as well.
Sir.
Yeah, please.
DHCP server allocating one IP address means if it is giving one address, that means in the entire universe, that same IP address will not be assigned at the same time, right?
See, whatever IP address you are purchasing part of IANA and whatever IP address you are assigning to only end user LAN, so same IP address can be assigned to your organization only, not for the across the forget about across the universe or globe or world. Think about only your organization. That only your organization can be assigned to that IP address.
Okay, okay. The slots means before purchasing, they can purchase the slots. I mean the range of the IP addresses.
Yes, correct.
RK, I have a small doubt regarding this Nmap.
Yeah, please.
So basically, what is meant by banner grabbing?
Banner?
Banner grabbing.
Banner grabbing.
Banner grabbing.
Banner grabbing. I'm not sure. First time I'm hearing this particular word, but
Okay.
I will check and I'll come back to this one.
Sure, fine. Because when we are talking about this, I have come across two different topics. One is banner and other, because it was used while they were asking about Nmap.
Okay.
So that is one. And reputational checks we do in virus total. That I have got it, but banner grabbing I'm not sure of.
So banner gapping, as per my opinion, there are different as port scanning techniques, Priyanka. So we have TCP port scan, UDP port scan, Christmas scan, and also TCP half scan and TCP full scan and so on. As per my knowledge, what is mean by TCP? I mean, banner grabbing, it's like a TCP port scanning capability for the whatever ports we are running the scan against all the ports from 0 to 65,535.
It's like a port discovery, right?
Yeah, it's about discovery. That's correct.
Okay,
That's
sir.
what my guess, but I'll come back on this one.
Sure, sure. Fine. Thank you.
Thanks for asking. Yeah. Any other? What the task I given, Mr. 1 second. I will pinpoint. Otherwise, people will not remember. Saujanya. Saujanya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What the task I given, Saujanya?
To access different open sources and
What
that
is open source?
HTTP,
Which open sources?
like YouTube and Google, any other services.
Okay.
And
What
that
will you do?
HTTPS numbers we
Hmm.
have to note down or capture.
Yeah. So whatever websites you are scanning via Nmap tool, you have to capture all these port numbers and what is the service it is running against and what is the port numbers are open. It's perfect. Thank you so much, Saujanya.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah, please.
This, DHCP server, it will allocate the different IP addresses to whatever the host has been requested. That means LAN లో కనెక్ట్ అయిన ఎండ్ యూజర్స్ అందరికి ఐపీ అడ్రస్ అసైన్ చేసేది డిహెచ్సిపి. That means IP address means this is only a private address, private IP address like that.
Obviously, it's a private, not public.
That means private IP address is free of cost.
It's not a free of cost. That's what I said initially itself. We have to, okay, so allocate and we have to purchase it from IANA. What is IANA?
Internet.
Internet? What is internet?
Authority, internet authority. Net.
Internet access protocol.
Internet access protocol.
Okay.
Numbering authority.
Internet number assigned authority.
Number authority.
Internet number assigned authority. Yeah, that's correct.
That means there are no free available IP addresses.
Only business IPs we can take it from the telecom service provider. That to public IP, not private IPs.
Okay.
Any other?